Firstly, I want to, yeah, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think I might switch you to my headset just to make sure I hear you clearly.
Okay,
So give me a moment.
okay.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah. Firstly, I want to thank you for accepting my invitation and coming to talk with me.
Of course.
Can you introduce yourself to my audience?
Oh yeah. My name is Lori. I go by LaLaBoo. And yeah, I don't know what else you want to know.
You're from
I'm from the United States. I'm from
United States.
yeah, I'm from the US.
So you're married and you have kids,
I'm engaged, and yes, I do have two beautiful little girls. Yes.
but you don't look like a married woman.
Oh, I don't know how to take that, but thanks, I guess.
Yeah, and I just thought to tell about you to my audience who are from India. Uh, Whatever you experienced in your life, what and your education qualifications and everything from
Like
the
background.
beginning. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I guess to start off, I have some college. I'm actually in the process of getting certifications for different things like life coaching. That's a big passion of mine. And I did take that Yale course, The Science of Happiness, and just trying to project my desire to help people in a professional matter. So I've gone through a lot of traumas within my childhood and my adulthood. Um, I've kind of been opening up more about them. Like I was sexually molested when I was a kid with a family member. Um, I had some other issues when I was a little bit older. Um, Growing up, being bullied for being too skinny um, and dorky and stuff, to being in a relationship where I was a victim of domestic violence. But at that time, I wasn't talking to my family, so I really didn't have anywhere to go. And that was 15 years ago. And I think the internet is wonderful because you get to share these experiences, and sometimes it's easier to open up to a stranger than to someone that could potentially judge you or judge the person that's doing the harm. So yeah, I was kind of suppressed from that too. I have a lot of health issues. I suffer from autoimmune diseases that are incurable. And I got my diagnosis about 3 years ago, and it was 2016, and that was a year from hell for me. My car was broken into 3 times. My house was burglarized twice. My oven exploded. My car got totaled in a hailstorm randomly. And I was left overwhelmed. Like when you're in a natural disaster, you have no control over what's going on around you except for trying to stay grounded. That was the most scariest thing I've ever been around. I've been stalked before. I currently have a stalker, but it's okay. I mean, at the same time, if they're watching me, I hope that they get inspired or whatever that they're looking for. But just kind of going through a lot of mental issues and emotional health is really big on me. I've battled with depression a lot of my life and anxiety. And over the last few years, definitely anxiety. But with this pandemic going on, I kind of feel more grounded. It's hard for me to stay home. I get anxious a little bit on social media watching things but at the end of the day, I just wish well on everybody. Like if you choose not to social distance, I'm not mad at you. I wish you well. And if you're home and nervous, like I wish you well. If you need somebody there, like to be there for you, that's what I'm here for. I'm a homebody. I have to be because of my autoimmune diseases. So this has been like a great time to regroup. And I honestly only feel good about 1 or 2 days a week with my disease. But when I do get ready, my latest thing is like I've always liked butterflies, but I really resonated with butterflies, except like my whole life is a butterfly. Like when I'm ready, you just fly and you're beautiful and you shine that like glimmer on somebody. And when you just don't, like I just go back into my cocoon and I'm sleeping and resting until the next time I get to go do something. So I like to say I'm kind of like a happiness creator, because I just like to share light on life, but also know people that I've come from like a dark place, from a lot of dark places in my life. But there's always like a rainbow. There is always something good every single day. So I'm really big on that.
So, what do you do?
Professionally, I am a business analyst for speech analytics, um, which is cool. I get to help my company. I don't say where I work out of privacy, but for my company, I get to help like know what customers are really saying during their phone calls with us, so that way we can better service them. So giving back to them in that way and helping the business. And then on the side, like I said, I just do a bunch of stuff and just that's my niche is like crafts, photography, dressing up, like just anything or making fun days for my kids. Like today, it's Saturday. We're gonna have silly sock day where we all have matching socks. Like I create like dates with my whole family every weekend, at least one day. So yeah,
How is
mom.
how is your health now?
Um, honestly, it has its good times and bad times. So I'm currently healing. I don't know if you can catch in the camera, but my skin rashes are finally healing, thankfully. But there's a lot of days where I can't really like even get enough energy to get out of bed. So those days are suck. I don't know how else to say it. Um, so those days hit me the worst, like mentally and emotionally too, because I'm missing out on life with my family. Um, but overall, like I just try to push through and like be positive. And I'm waiting for things to kind of cool off because I need to go to the doctor again and get more labs. So yeah, last time I got labs done was March, and my kidneys were inflamed, and I had high blood pressure. So we try to follow up and see if it's consistent or what else is coming up in my blood work. It's always changing. Lately, my eyes are good for a few hours during the day, and then I just really can't see. They dry up too much. But yeah, so it's always a mutating symptom. But overall, I just try to stay positive.
What is making you to be positive and what is making you to be happy even with all these negative?
Um, it's part of who I am. I always like that's what I feed off of is people's happiness. And making somebody's day one way or another, whether it's a hi, a hug, just something. So knowing I can share happiness with somebody else is actually what makes me like flourish within. And now it's my kids. Like I have no choice. At least, I mean, in this time, at least I have them to like plan something fun once a week. Like let's just have a good day. And I'm obsessed with having that good day. So I have to say it's from myself and people. And I just want to help people.
And you said that you have diseases which are incurable. What is that?
So I have autoimmune diseases. The most common one that people know of or that relate to is lupus. What I'm actually diagnosed with is mixed connective tissue disease, which is very extremely rare. I think it's like 3 per 100,000 people have it, so not a lot of people have it. But it's when you have overlapping diseases that attack your body and all your connective tissue. So everything in your body, every organ, every bone, like it's basically your whole body is fighting against itself. So yeah, and there's no disease. They had me on Plaquenil, which is that I always say it wrong, the one that our president was trying to recommend, the hydrochloroquine. I say it funny. They had me on that for a while. It didn't work. And they moved me over to chemotherapy in pills. and that wasn't working. So the next step would be like injections, and if that doesn't work, then they give you infusions. And it's kind of scary when you're dealing with that because then you're going to be on medication for the rest of your life. And although the medication can help, it can also cause like bad side effects. So right now I'm weighing out my options as far as like what path I'm trying to take. So I'm trying everything I can naturally before I commit myself fully to medicine, because it can create more issues. But yeah.
Oh my God. You look like butterfly, but the things that you're saying is extremely, thinkable.
Yeah, thank you.
And what do you do daily?
Daily, well, during the week, I work Monday through Friday. But on the weekends, I'm trying to start new things to get myself motivated. So, one of my friends just got certified as a yoga instructor. So I'm really big on supporting my friends and supporting people. So he just got certified to instruct yoga a few months ago. So today was my very first time attending his class virtually. And when I went to, I'm from Texas, so I went to visit Texas about a month ago, and I surprised him and got to take a class in person with him. So it was really nice. And so now virtually, it's different getting used to this platform, but I at least do that on Saturdays. I'm trying to squeeze in a Pilates class as well for Saturdays for myself. And then we normally do stuff like right now, we're building a basketball court so we can go play outside. But normally Saturdays consist of like some kind of family activity every Saturday. And then Saturday night, we watch a movie and then we clean everything off the floor because I have to mop. So that way, Sunday morning, the house is pretty much clean and I got to cook breakfast. And then we just kind of get to chill and do our own thing. Sundays are more relaxed days. But during the week, we try to do one activity that each person in my family likes to do. Like we have an art day, so at least 1 hour a week we do something art for my one of my daughters. My other daughter likes music and dancing, so same thing. Like we try to squeeze in an hour for her every week. My fiance likes to play video games, so we try to play video games. So we try to do something every week for somebody's good mental well-being of what they want to do.
What do you understand about life?
Um, for myself, I think I don't know. I just try to like you can overcome anything. You really truly can. It's I don't just keep looking forward, look ahead. If you're in a tough spot, like you're gonna get through it. Find someone. That's where I come in. Like I'm available to talk sometimes, or find other people within your community of friends that you can speak to, or even online friends. Um, but you're gonna be okay, and everything I think will just keep focused on the positive so you don't get sucked into those negative thoughts. Like evolve your thought process.
Okay, so what do you think about human body?
The human body, like what do you mean?
What
Like what do I think?
actually, yeah, there's a connection between body and brain, right?
Oh,
Different.
absolutely. I kind of sometimes I wonder if I'm so ill because I had to suppress so many things. So therefore I was like suppressing myself and like my body's doing all this other stuff because I didn't emotionally heal during that time. So I'm hoping on my journey, this next journey of like all the natural stuff, is that I get to heal in a different way and help, and potentially maybe that'll kind of help relieve my stress, so that way I don't feel as sick as I do. But I definitely feel like there's a mind body connection for sure.
Are you introvert or extrovert?
I'm both. Um, yeah, big time both. So online, I'm very like extrovert because like it's like who cares? No one like you can't judge me, and if you do, like we're in two different worlds. So online, I'm a big extrovert. Around people I truly know, I'm hardcore extroverted. But when it comes to my real feelings and my real thoughts, like, uh, or silly ideas, I'm really introverted and private about that kind of stuff. But I'm starting to like just share. If it makes somebody happy, like just be open. So yeah.
And what is your hobbies?
My hobbies, I like to do crafts. I like to sing. I'm not good at singing by any means, but I do like to sing to my daughters. I love to cook. I like to bake. Same thing. I'm not the best cake decorator either, but I do like to bake. Like I bake cakes for foster kids and refugee kids that are in homes. And it's just something of like giving back. So I guess my hobby ultimately is just like giving or doing something. And taking
So
photos. I love murals, like art. I like to paint little stuff, but like I don't know if you've ever had a chance to watch somebody really spray paint a whole big mural or piece, even just a small canvas. It's beautiful. So I love to watch and admire, and then I love to create.
so you're a singer.
I'm not a singer. I just sing for my kids and mess around. So, like my daughters, they were a lot younger. They were, I think, 4 and 5, but they used to think that I'm Ariana Grande, and they still think that, but I'm not Ariana Grande. But maybe it's because she's like petite and small, and I don't know what their thought process was. But yeah, so I sing a lot of Ariana Grande at home for them.
What are your kids' names?
I do keep that confidential.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they're just, yeah, there's certain things that it's like I'll share, but they aren't. I will
Okay,
just say that they're named after like flowers and heavenly flower. So yeah,
okay. I respect that.
thank you.
And what you're doing on social media?
What am I doing on social media?
Yeah.
So on my private page, that's for my family and stuff. But I'm gonna go private on that one soon because that's like I want to keep that. That's my safe space. But I did start a new Instagram page, and I just want to share different ideas of how to create your own happiness. So whether it's beautiful things that I see or actually doing something, just kind of like a generator of like things that can help like spruce up your life. So that's what I'm doing with that.
What is your driving force?
My driving force, um, just hopefully giving somebody hope. Because you never know how simple a hello can be, or you look nice today can be, or just a smile and a wave. Like for me, those got me through a lot of hard times. That's one part that I do miss working in office for, because a lot of times that was my only outing with my diseases. So I truly treasured it. I loved getting ready for work. So yeah, my driving force is just sprinkle some splendor up in the world.
Who is your inspiration?
Who's my inspiration? So it's funny, my boss asked me that a few months ago. Aubrey Hepburn. It's not just for what she's known for in the movies or being in Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's actually like her underlying work with UNICEF and like helping unfortunate kids in poverty, and like I really like that. She's a big humanitarian, and that's me. So you can look nice and dress up, but like where's your heart? And that's kind of what she taught me, and I love that. And my grandma, and my mom.
So, what are thoughts? What is your thoughts, and what do you think? You will be seeing a lot of things from the morning till the night you sleep. You will be seeing different things with your eyes, with your ears,
Like
your
what are my
senses. Will,
thoughts?
yeah.
So I just got back into this habit. Every day in the morning before, I used to just get ready, and everything's crazy in the morning, like getting the kids ready, and I don't have time to collect my thoughts, right? That's a normal day. But every day when I go to work and I take the elevator, I'd always just be like, today's going to be a good day. And then I go to my desk and tell everybody, like, hey guys, today's going to be a good day. Like, I would just like announce it, just being funny, just for that moment, at least for that. 1 minute I feel like today's going to be a good day. So I kind of lost that working now from home, but I brought that back in. Like today is a good day. Just start off the day with those thoughts. And if you're starting to have a bad day, stop and refocus. Like, I don't know. That's just my big thing is breathe in and breathe out that bad moment and then remember like it's a good day and try to think of like lunchtime break, try to think of three happy things or things that like are going okay. And then same thing, do it in the evening. So at least twice a day you're regrouping like, hey, I woke up and I got to brush my teeth and I had a good breakfast and I drank a lot of water today. Just simple little things like that can just make you happy. And if you can't find a third, then grab a piece of candy.
So, how will you come from your negative mindset or mind state or negative thoughts that you have? How you'll come out from that?
Um, those are really ugly moments. They're dark. They come in and out. A lot of times I just cry until I fall asleep, and just hope and pray that the next day is gonna get better and that I don't have these thoughts. Because sometimes, like, it's hard to get out of them when you're in the moment of those feelings. Um, but yeah, I'm trying different things or try to pick up a book and read just something to just kind of cloud. I call it cloud, but just like consume my mind in the moment because it just, I don't know, it can get really heavy sometimes. So that's what I'm working on right now is finding better coping mechanisms so that I can get out of those feelings because when they come hard and they can last like a few days. Like I actually had one really late last night, so yeah, they're not fun.
Emotion or logic? Which one you will select?
Emotion or logic?
Yeah,
For what though? Like
select one.
just select one. Motion.
Why not logic?
Wit?
Why not logic?
What was the first word?
Why not logic?
Oh, why not logic? Um, I don't know. You just had me pick one, so I just picked whatever one. But I guess realistically, it would be logic because you got to think about what you're gonna do before you do it because you can get hurt. So yeah, I retract my answer. I was just guessing, like not knowing there was a follow-up question. So
Yeah,
yeah, sometimes it depends. If it's for something happy, just do it. Like don't overthink it. Just do it. But if it's a big project or can impact other people in a negative state, definitely logic. Then you need to take their thoughts. But if it's just for you and something good, motion, like just go for it. Yeah, so I guess it's a
yeah.
little bit of both.
So you're both, or you're logical thinker or a person who is emotional.
Oh, emotional.
I thought that. I thought that.
Yeah, big time. But that also kind of goes hand in hand with logical because I'm very good at picking up the human aspect and then
Okay.
really thinking of um, how to make it all come together. So if it's just systems and like that, I can be very logical. But when there's a human involved, my emotional piece, like I want to grant your wishes or grant what you need. So how can I do that for you? So I still think those two go hand in hand. If there's a human involved, definitely emotional.
So are you the person who can control your emotions?
Am I a person that can control my emotions?
Yeah. Can you control your emotions all the time? I don't
No.
think so.
When I'm
I know
around
the answer.
people, yeah, when I'm around people, yeah, I'm pretty good at like keeping together.
Okay.
But when I'm alone or just around my partner, then no, because I finally come unraveled. I can finally talk about how I'm really feeling. So I'm getting better at finding comfort in someone else that I can open up to. Potentially gonna go see like a psychologist again, something like that. But it does take a lot for me to want to open up.
your brain is a collection of negative thoughts or the positive thoughts or the both.
Both, for sure.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay. So, what made you to become so strong?
Um,
They uh, forget everything, forget all the negative. How? What actually makes you to forget everything and just uh, what you'll motivate yourself? What you'll give? What energy is working in you?
I guess healing. I like to help others heal. So that's my focus and my motivation, and what gets me through hard times is helping somebody else. I will fully give myself to somebody else. And I treat people better than I do myself at times. But that's also what helps me push through. It's like, do I have plans with somebody? Then I got to do everything in my willpower to be there, kind of stuff. So I try to commit to friends so that I can stay going.
Okay. Just now you said that you will be happy and you'll be happy if you be with if you're surrounded with the people, and when you be alone, it's tough for you to be happy. That's what you said. That's what I understood.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes just these thoughts go in my mind. Is that what you want to know about?
No, I just want to say that I read a book called Your Mind is a Collection of Thoughts, and the world is in your mind. The
Mhm.
world doesn't exist except your own mind. If you close your eyes, or if you stop collecting the information from the world using your senses, there is no world. The world is in your brain. And I don't know why you feel alone, or why you feel negative when you're alone. Actually, you have to be very happy when you're alone, because you have no distractions. Nobody is there to say you that you don't have this, you don't have that, you are less, you are not beautiful. You don't need to listen all this from the world.
Yeah. I guess
There,
it's just the fact that I can finally sulk in like something that happened that day or something that triggered me. Because I somewhat have forms of PTSD. So like, um, if something like startles me really bad, um, it takes me back to a place where I was nervous, about being at home, or someone's gonna come rob me or burglarize me again, or those are the kind of manic thoughts that go in my head. But when it comes to other people, like, no, I that's where I find my happiness. Is I also think about my family or my family and my friends, and things like that. And I'm very happy being goofy and stuff. It's just if I'm triggered to like a trauma, that's the part that needs the healing, and that's the part that if I get in one of those feelings again, that's what kind of takes over and then makes me go through a whole cycle of getting out of those feelings. So yeah,
so
that's when those kinds of sessions hit.
so you think about things a lot.
For the most part, yeah, I'm trying to get into meditation too because that helps you to just like have a commercial break from everything. So that's nice.
Yeah, I think you should think in a way. This is just my suggestion.
Yeah,
Whenever you get a negative thought, just attack with that with your positive thought. Simple.
yeah. And then I will want you to send me that book that you mentioned that you read because I think that's awesome. So I do like to read, and I like audiobooks too. I've been getting into those.
Yeah, I have a lot of collection. Definitely, I'll send all those books which will help you in putting your mind strong. I think you are the first person uh, who is emotional. I did 70 videos with different country people.
Hmm.
I never seen a person like you. I never met the person. Like, everybody. I did a video with a United States person who is a physical trainer, and just
Hmm.
now I did a video with a woman who is from Indonesia.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's a physical trainer, and she also told me that I'll upload all those videos. They are very strong. Even everybody have their own way of thinking. They develop their own mindset. Yeah, everybody's so strong. They are facing problems in their lives, and they are facing unexpected situations. And from all of them, what I understood is we are not the only people who are living in on this planet. There are a lot of people, there are a lot of creatures which are facing problems. But the only thing is we have to know how to handle things. And yeah, every person have problems, but
Hmm.
every person, every living being have problem. The only thing is we have to know what exactly works for us, and we should solve the problems. That's it. I think we should do that in all our life. We have some
Yeah.
time to live on this planet, and we have to spread happiness. We have to spread positive emotions and positive thoughts who are connected with us, who are talking with us, who are sharing their experiences. We have to just spread the positive, and we have to collect the positive, and we have to avoid something which is uh, affecting us. It can be a thought, it can be a person, it can be anything which is uh, which are creating negative emotions, like cry. You said, I didn't. You're looking beautiful when you smile. Smile is the positive emotion.
Yeah.
But I can't expect you to be crying. I can't imagine that image.
Yeah. A lot of people don't, and that's the hard part. Because there are some unfortunate depressed people that stay that way, but I am like both. And I guess when I share, I'm not gonna share me crying online all the time when I'm feeling that way. Um, but yeah, I really try to just share like any light, any happiness, anything I can, because I've been the lowest of the low. I've lost all my friends. Like one of my burglaries happened because it was one of my very close best friends that burglarized and trashed my whole house. That was really hard. That was after my divorce too, um, which was like because I had gotten divorced August in 2016, and then the first week of September, that's when my house was broken into. And to find out it was one of my best friends, like that almost hurt more than my divorce did. Because it was like a betrayal thing, like this is my house, this is where I live. You brought people here to burglarize me, like, and take all my stuff and my belongings. I was a single mom, like, having to start from scratch. So, um, that's why it's like I've been the saddest of the saddest. I've been more conscientious. I've been where I'm uncomfortable with my body or showing anything because of the sexual abuse and the I don't like saying it, but the rape that happened, like there's a lot of things that made me feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's like, hey, like I want to feel pretty too. So it's like, why am I taking myself out from that? Like, if you want that feeling, you got to go for it. So that's my big thing too. Is like, if you're having trouble feeling pretty, get yourself ready. Put some lip gloss on. Go take some photos. Or for a guy, go dress up. Go put a tie on. Wear your favorite outfit and go have a day, because like you're still handsome, everybody's still beautiful. If you're having a problem feeling like happy, then what makes you happy? Find it. And I guess that's another thing too, is I'm trying to find my own passion, but I feel like my passion is trying things, and trying different happy things and sharing the experience, like a reviewer for happy stuff. And I really like that what you're doing, because you're in your own way sharing different things. You're sharing different ideas that people have, whether it's on happiness or not, or just what they do and their passion. Like that's what you're sharing, is you're helping people share their passions for life. So my passion is just trying to circle happiness back into the world. So yeah.
If you don't mind, will you share your problems to me, with me?
Uh, like what problems?
Whatever the problems that you faced. Just now you said that your house was destroyed.
Oh yeah. Well, like when in my introduction, I kind of mentioned like um, I was like sexually molested by a family member when I was 5, and then again when I was 10. And it's something I didn't tell anybody until I think I was like 13. And when I decided to open up about that, then a lot of my family was upset with me, and I stopped going to that side of the family. So I missed out on my childhood. I missed out on relationships that I could have had with my family and my grandparents. Um, where, I mean, one of the things that like always stayed with me is my grandma. So the one that molested me was my cousin, and my grandma passed when I was 16, but on her deathbed, like she just wanted them to tell me that she was sorry and that she loved me and she always loved me. And that really like touched my heart because I loved my grandma so very much, but never being able to like fix that relationship while she was still alive because she was kind of caught in the middle between my cousin and myself, and it was easier for me not to go because my parents were divorced. So um, that her saying sorry and her like closing that really helped kind of mend that. So, I did go up to the cousin and I told them like, I forgive you. I can't necessarily forget, but I forgive you. So it's like I do wholly forgive him. And I didn't have to deal with those feelings. But I lost now my grandpa on that side almost a year ago. And those feelings came back because I was at my grandpa's funeral and we're around family and friends again. So picture this, like my grandma died when I was 16. I still never mended my family relationship. I'm now in my 30s. So that's half my life that I'm still in a room and I'm around in a room full of people that love me in a way, but they really don't know me and I don't really know them that much anymore. Because same thing, like I missed out on memories with my family, and part of that also was because I moved away from Texas when 13 years ago, so I just like left. um, so yeah, that kind of like separation thing and not healing and healing with your family or healing relationships. If you really want to heal relationships, I feel like you need to. So I dealt with that when I was 18. I told you that too. I dated somebody that used to hit me and yell at me and um, just committed like unwanted sexual things to me. And it was a really tough time, and I wasn't talking to my family, so I really had no one to really like speak to. I remember I had my own room, so I would lock myself in my room and then put myself in the closet so I can call anybody just to talk to anybody just for a few minutes because it was just absurd, and that person was really controlling and wouldn't even allow me to wear shorts or anything at all if I was out in public. Um, it was until the third time that he hit me um, that I finally just ran and locked myself in the bathroom. And I just told the police like he pushed me, but in reality he hit me. And when they came, like we had a broken coffee table. My back was bleeding because he pushed me into it, and I didn't realize because I just told the police like that he pushed me, but I didn't give full details because I didn't want anything really bad to happen to him. I just wanted him to like leave me alone. But having the police there and like taking pictures of me for a police report, like I, I don't know, it just felt so weird, like having to like that this is where your life is, like someone's taking a picture of you and you're battered. So I chose not to like press any charges, because in Texas too, if there's broken glass or broken something, they can take both parties, and I didn't want to go to jail. Then I would have a mugshot, and then they'd have to go to court. Like I just wanted it to end. So instead of like dealing with it, I just dropped or said I didn't want to press charges. I just wanted him to leave. Um, so yeah, he moved out, and that's where the PTSD comes in, because this is the first time I dealt with somebody keep coming into my house and taking stuff. Is I had to change my locks because he started to come in and take a TV, take this out of the house. And it's like, can you just plan a date that you want to come pick up all your stuff? Because I'm tired of coming home and noticing something else is gone. But he wouldn't respect those wishes. So I changed the locks of the key, or the key locks. And then from there, he would like sneak in the windows and take stuff out too. Like, I remember like going in, and like a whole room was wiped out um, furniture. So it just felt like, who was in my house? It was really an uneasy feeling. So I did find a way to talk to my parents, and got to stay again with my mom for a little bit and get away from that, and kind of push forward and not have to see him. But I did run into him before I moved here. Um, but yeah, it was like, I don't wish that on anybody. Just trying to make amends with my family. And then my mom moved away. They moved to Bermuda, so I was kind of like stuck here in the US by myself. So kind of trying to be my own like person, and I didn't have any safe place to go anymore. Just grow up, and deal with stuff on your own. I met my ex-husband. We moved here. I had a good I did have a friend that committed suicide. He was one of my best friends, and that was really hard to go through too. Because you always kind of live with this feeling like, could you have done more? Did you do enough? And the fact that I talked to him, I think at least 3 to 4 times that night, like while I was driving to Texas, we were making plans to hang out when I got there. And like him calling me, "Are you almost here? Are you almost here? Hey, are you almost here?" And it's like I was almost there, and to get to Texas and change in my pajamas. And I'm like, I'll go if he calls me one more time. And instead, I got a phone call about what he did, and like that just like broke me. But at least I got to see like all of my fun friends again. Because we all met. Obviously, it was the first time like all my fun friends got together, and instead of being fun, like we were all crying. Because it's hard when you lose a friend, especially to suicide and depression. And I think that's the real reason too why I pushed through depression, is because I've lost someone to suicide, and I wouldn't want to give people that pain, and that burden and those thoughts. So even when I do have suicidal thoughts or depression thoughts, like I think about Danny, and I think about how much I loved him and how much I wouldn't want to give a lot of people those thoughts, at all. And so I went through that, and yeah, I was married. I had my health issues. I had a lot of miscarriages. Um, I had 3 before my daughter, my first daughter. I had 1 in between them, and then I had my other daughter, and then I had 1 after. So I've been pregnant 7 times, but of those, I only have 2 babies. So I've gotten better at pregnancy loss. I know some people it's really traumatizing, but it's sad to say, but I'm kind of like accepting of it, because I finally had to get a science answer for me to be okay, because my doctor just said just something did not work out, and that's what happens, and so your body does what it needs to do. But really, we found out it's my body that rejects it. My body's the one fighting them off. So working with my doctor to have babies. So I had my babies. My ex-husband was wonderful. We had so much fun together. Life changed when we had kids, because my focus became my kids. I can't go out and be your fun, like, let's go out and party kind of person. I stayed home, and I became a really big introvert again, because I wasn't focused on anyone else. I was just focused on me and my babies. So we didn't work out. It was me. I decided to end things before things could get worse. Because I didn't want to lose the love I had for him and the respect that I had for him. I wanted him to still always be someone that I will always love, even if it's from a distance, and wish him well and hope that he finds somebody that makes him happy. um, because I felt selfish asking him to like stay home and hang out because I can't go out all the time, and or stay home because you have to take care of the kids because I don't feel good. So I guess I let that guilt eat me, and so that's what made me want to divorce him. But I still love him very, very, very much, and I always just wish him well. So that was August of 2016 that we got divorced. But that was my year that I just went through a lot of things. Like before I got divorced, oh my gosh, like sorry, this was something that I like did count. Every month something happened. It just popped in my head. I remember being so scared because I hit a bird driving a car. Like as a kid, I always heard that birds, like, you can't hit a bird driving a car. So I remember when I hit a bird, like, I'm like, what are the odds? Um, but yeah, that startled me. That's not a trauma. But I went through my car being broken into twice that year. I went through I'm trying to remember in order. Oh, in July. So this is my birthday month. July that year, the first week of July, my oven glass exploded out of nowhere. Like I don't. It wasn't even on, so it's still really bizarre to me. But I remember being bummed out because I couldn't bake a cake for my birthday. Um, and August we got divorced. September, that's when my best friend, or my best friend at the time, like had people break in my house. That was September. October, my house got broken into again. Um, and then November, that's when I drove through a hailstorm out of nowhere. It just hit, and I was at the top of an overpass in a one lane overpass. And it just started hailing so fast I couldn't see in front or behind me. And I had my girls, and thankfully they were sleeping, but I was still freaking out in that time frame. But yeah, it ended up totaling out my whole car. It looked like a golf ball at the end. So that was November. November, my dog, I had to put my dog down. My little dog Asia, she was so cute. And then the following year, my dog Emily died, and I lost two turtles too. I had two little red ear slider turtles. Um, but that year was just like, it was just one thing after another. I'm sure there's more that I just can't think of. Um, but yeah, so yeah, um, that's basically all my weird stuff that's happened that I can think of at this moment.
What is your age?
I am 33. It's my Scottie Pippen year.
When happened all this? 2016,
Yeah, well, a
2020.
lot of, yeah, because it's like I've had trauma at 5, at 10, 18, 21, and then this stuff happened when I was 30. So it's like, it's been consistent, some crazy stuff. So I, yeah.
Do you regret for the decisions that you took in all these years?
No, not really. I feel like they all happened when they needed to happen. I wish I could have had somebody really like maybe like a parent or friend, like a really close friend, even younger. I don't really have like close friends. So when I do as an adult now, like it really hurts when they do something, and now I'm still like don't fully trust. But I wish I could have had someone to connect with or speak with, like kind of like what I want to be, is I want to be like a life coach or just talk to somebody about life while they're going through good and bad. um, I wish I could have had that because I would have been able to speak up sooner, um, than and avoid a bunch of the stuff that some of the stuff that happened, like the whole sexual abuse stuff, molestation. I didn't know what he was doing was wrong when I was 5. But when I found out what he was doing was wrong was I was 8. And the only reason I found out is because we had one of those sexual harassment classes at school. And they were talking about unwanted comments, unwanted touches, like, and I figured out that that was wrong. So during that time, my parents had got divorced. My dad got in a really bad car accident, so I wasn't going to my dad, so therefore the abuse wasn't happening. But once once I was 10 and I started visiting again, like it happened again, and I had to like, I don't have a voice, but I just remember standing still and just like no, like nodding no, not to do it. So I wish I would have had more guidance. That's the only thing, because I would have been able to react faster versus suppressing things for so long and not knowing how to say it.
Do you think that all this happened because of wrong parenting?
No, my parents, I think it's also, it's just me too. Like you have, like the way you're doing, you have to ask me direct questions and I won't answer. I'm not one to really like go, like in real life, like go tell you what's wrong unless that's what our intention is. Like, let's go to happy hour, let's vent real quick, let's talk about what was bad this week, and then let's have a good time. Then I'm all for it. Like, let's share. But I think my parents did the best that they could. My mom did an amazing job as a single mom. And she really did have to be single herself because my dad was in his accident. So therefore, he really wasn't able to help give her relief. And so my grandparents were wonderful. My grandparents on my mom's side really, truly helped to raise me. So yeah, I think it's better to kind of see relationships, check in, do mental check-ins with your kids. I think back then maybe they didn't realize how important it was, and at the same time you have to think like my family did not know anything that was going on with me in that regards until my grandma asked me directly when I was like 13 years old. But before then, like I'm pretty good at keeping it together around people. That's something that I have been really good at.
I live, I surrounded with a lot of people. I surrounded with family members. I have people who can listen to me, who can support me, who can encourage me. I have everything. And listening to you, you are totally opposite to me.
Yeah, and I think it's because I'm sorry, I have to plug you back in because my phone's gonna die. Okay. So, yeah, I'm kind of solo over here. Um,
You
but
live
I've kind of
alone?
been so, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. You live
Oh,
alone or
no, I live with my little family. Like it's just me and my kids, and my partner. But I don't know. I guess it's nice to have family. Like you have a whole community. So being away is different. So that's why it's like I have an internet community or a phone community.
okay.
So yeah.
You made me feel sad.
I make you feel what?
Sad.
Shy?
Sad. I felt sad.
Sad?
Yeah. I
Why
never
sad?
listened.
Don't feel sad. I'm trying to turn my speaker on. I'm so sorry. Hold on.
No, I'm feeling
Um,
sad because this is the first time I am listening to a real story which happened between relationships and which happened in a person's life.
yeah, it's not been fun. It's not an easy ride to go through. Like with everything that's going on with the racism stuff, like um it's been overwhelming, but that's something that I hold very near and dear to because I've been a victim of racism. I think almost everybody has in their own lifetime. If somebody really thinks about it, if you haven't been a victim of racism, then you're really truly blessed. Um, like honestly, but because that's something that you can't change. That's something that's you. That's something that makes you beautifully you. Um, like I'm from my family. I can't change my family's background. Like I don't know. So when someone doesn't like you for your genetic makeup or your true feelings, like not even just racism, but like sexism and all that stuff, or gender. Like those are things that make you you. And um it's about damn time that they bring up racism again. And they're like, it's hard. I did go protest last month just because it's like it weighs so heavy on my heart, with what's going on with like the police brutality. I know America's being broadcasted and some of the stuff is just like crazy that's coming out. But people are fighting, and I think we're all fighting for the right things. The ones that are either writing or sharing art, is we're fighting for love. Like truly, that's what we are. So that's my big things right now too. A lot of my friends or people that I know are artists and graffiti artists. So lately, if they do an art piece that's for the movement, like Your Life Matters or Love Fights Back, I'm all for it. That's my stuff, and that's safe for me to go photograph and share to people, because we're all you got to do your part to fight for love. Like, so yeah.
What is your goal?
What are my goals?
Yeah.
I don't know, just to help as many people as I can, or I really don't know. I just want to share. I don't have like, I need X amount of followers. No, like that's not my thing. My thing is just, if anything, I just want to people to know that I lived a life really focused on inner beauty, your heart. Like I do put on a little bit of makeup, sure, that's fun. Or people put on nice clothes, but where it really matters is your heart. So, inner beauty, that's what I want to be known for. Or my goal is to make people know that you're beautiful.
Do you have a blog?
Do I have a blog? No, I've been debating how to share my thoughts. I really don't, because I have so many all the time, especially when I'm trying to figure out like how do I want to share this information. So I don't. That's why just starting up. Like I have a YouTube channel and I have never even posted on there. I just save names that I know that I want to use. Um, like my YouTube name is like just the happy sprinkles, because it's like that's
Wow.
what it is. So I don't know if I'll build off that or if I want to build off my name or my nickname. That's kind of my big debate right now. So I haven't really
Okay.
marketed or put myself out there because I just want, what do I want to be known as? Like, what is the name or what title do I want to be known as is my hump. Once I get over that hump, like, and then also where to share, because you can blog. I don't know if people truly like those. You can vlog like you. I think vlogging is pretty awesome as well. So that's why I was like, when you messaged me, I was more than willing to jump on your video. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of, and then YouTube, but some people don't watch YouTube, like podcasts, but some people don't listen to podcasts. But it's like I want to be able to be versatile to share like happiness. So I might get a schedule for myself so that I can still do all of these things and share as much as I can, because and reach out to many different people in the way that they like to tune in.
Okay. So when you're starting doing making videos for
When
your YouTube channel,
or when will I?
yeah.
I don't know. I'm currently, so because I'm having to do everything by myself, and I think a lot of people are like that, is like yourself, like you got to get your set up right. So I bought this, I've already had wanted to start doing something. So I bought this ring light in February, I think, before this even happened. So I've been buying little stuff. Like I bought myself an iPad. I'm also learning an instrument. So it's like, what do I want to share? Do I just want to talk and then do something? Video,
What are
videoing
what are
is
you
different.
what are you good in? What are you good
What am
in?
I good at?
Explain. Yeah.
Um, I ideas.
You don't have
I'm
idea.
great at. I think I do well in a lot of things. Like I paint okay.
Okay.
But I really you finding something that you like and then mastering it is different. So right now I'm just trying a bunch of stuff. and then I want to get better. So, for instance, if I start painting, I have an Etsy shop too, so it's like it's gonna be like therapy stuff that I make during my happy times. Like if you want to buy it, you can buy it, kind of thing. If not, oh well. It's still therapy for me, and if you like it, then go ahead and have it, kind of stuff. So I'm getting myself ready, for that kind of thing. Like, give me a second, I'll grab a painting that I'm not purely happy about, but I'll show it to
Okay.
you. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
So,
it's okay.
this is my first wave painting.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all right. I think I could do better. Like, I have bigger dreams for these clouds. Like, do I like my
Okay.
wave? Yeah, but the clouds and the sky, I want to master, and I want to learn how to paint. Like, my favorite clouds are like those cotton candy, beautiful clouds. Like, they're just beautiful. So I would love to learn how to paint those better and make that painting better. So I think I'm gonna buy some canvases and then like get better and better and better, and do stuff. So I like to master things, I guess. So what I'm good at is trying and developing and then hopefully executing. That's the one thing I'm working on. So I might just video my journey of like how I got better and better, and just to push people to keep trying. Like, you can suck at something at first, but if you keep like working towards it, you can do it.
I think you have to say all these on your YouTube channel.
You think I have to say what?
Everything that you know that you can, you have to put on your YouTube channel. I the thing I can do it for you is I'll put your YouTube channel link below the this video. I'll put this video on my YouTube channel. If
Okay.
you give me your YouTube channel link, I'll share your YouTube channel link with my subscribers and the people who watches this video
Okay.
will reach you.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I just gotta build somewhere. I guess that's the part that I really lack in, is like where to find people that really want to know my content. Because not everyone's interested in you, and it's okay. But where can I find the people that can
You should
like
not
connect?
see. I didn't said you about myself. I completed my masters, master of technology, and I have three websites and two mobile applications in Google Store, and three websites are approved by Google. And Google said that I'm a quality content writer, and Google displays ads on my website, and I have 5,000 downloads. 5,000 people are studying from my mobile application, which is about
Hmm.
computer science and engineering subjects. I'll write about computer science and engineering subjects, and I thought writing. I'm very good at writing, so I thought to shift writing from blogging to blogging. So I decided to
Hmm.
come on YouTube. So I came to YouTube. I'm already good in writing, and I know how to select a niche, how to select a topic, and how to reach people. Already, more than 6,000 people comes to my website every month. More than 200 to 300 people comes to my website and studies, and I know I have little bit of knowledge how to reach people. The only thing is you have to say what you want to say, and just try to be consistent.
Hmm.
Definitely YouTube itself promotes you, and I want you
Okay.
to put titles uh, which matches with your content, and put the description which matches with your content, and YouTube promotes you, and you don't need to promote or market yourself. Just use your Instagram account or all other social account. Just share it, and people like me who are connected with you, who knows, who are already bloggers, just try to reach them and tell them that just share your link or just share link of your YouTube channel, and they'll just try to be consistent. Definitely one day you'll get 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Even if it's one person, I'm good with that too. That's fine.
Yes, you have to reach. I'll be happy if you reach.
Okay. It was a pleasure.
And is there anything else you want to say to my audience about anything?
No, just thank you for watching and thank you for messaging me. And keep smiling too, because you have a wonderful smile. And it's just good to share your smile and your happiness with somebody today. That's like my big thing. Share it with somebody. So thank you for sharing that with me today.
Thank you for giving your valuable time and accepting my invitation and coming to talk with me and sharing all your feelings and experiences. Can I put this video on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Thank you so much again.
Yeah, thank you too. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.